Hello, my lovely people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. It depends on where you're watching from. Thank you so much for stopping by. If today is the first time that you are seeing me, I'm my return subscribers. I love you. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe and help your sister. Subscription is free on YouTube, so you'll be seeing what I'm doing. And thank you for all of you that have done it, that have supported me. And if you have watched, you have supported too. If you have shared, you have supported too. In any little way that you have supported me, may God support you. May God send somebody that will come and support you in time of need. God bless you. So I saw this video of Kenyan people supporting Ibrahim Traore in everywhere. If they're not seeing their president, and they didn't send the president. Whatever he sees, he will collect. So the people are showing all the support to Ibrahim Traore. This video came out a couple of weeks ago, and I saved it, and I said, oh, thank God I didn't delete this video. So the way that they are showing all their support, they started putting all his pictures in short, I need you guys to watch it. So please, let Africans rise up. Africans, let us rise up. We can move mountain. We can move mountain if we stay together. The only thing that is happening here is some people can sell their souls to the West, and they don't give a damn whether they are self-centered. It's only people who are self-centered who don't want their place to develop, and when something happens to them, they will bring them back to the place that they refuse to be developed. So my people, I need you to give kudos to Kenyan people. You guys rock. You guys rock. You showed it in every way, and all of you that are supporting Ibrahim Traore, may God support you in everything you do. So please watch the video and share it, and thank the Kenyan people, and those that have not done it, please support Ibrahim Traore, and let those who have not seen that man start seeing him, because he is the mirror that Africans now will be looking at to do the right thing. From me to you, thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the video. Bye-bye.
Ibrahim Traore, the president of Burkina Faso and Africa's youngest leader, is rapidly gaining admiration across the continent. His leadership has sparked a wave of support that transcends national borders, making many African leaders uneasy as they witness their citizens express unprecedented love for a foreign president. This phenomenon became even more evident during his recent visit to Ghana for the inauguration of President John Mahama. The event, attended by over 30 African heads of state and dignitaries, turned into an unexpected display of mass support for Traore. When it was his turn to approach the podium and greet the new Ghanaian leader, the crowd erupted in wild cheers, louder than for any other leader present. The same sentiment is now surfacing in Kenya, where President William Ruto's administration has faced criticism for corruption and economic mismanagement. Kenyans have begun expressing their admiration for Traore, even painting his image on public buses that transport people across the country. This act of symbolic endorsement is a powerful statement. It is rare for a nation's citizens to display the portrait of a foreign leader on their public transport instead of their own president. But why is this happening? What makes Captain Ibrahim Traore different from the many elected African leaders who struggle to gain similar admiration? Captain Ibrahim Traore's leadership style stands in stark contrast to the conventional, often Western-influenced governance models seen in many African nations. His boldness, decisive action, and unwavering commitment to Burkina Faso's sovereignty have set him apart. Since coming to power in a military coup in 2022, Traore has taken unprecedented steps to reshape Burkina Faso's political and economic life. Unlike many African leaders who rely on Western financial institutions, Traore has rejected loans from the International Monetary Fund, IMF, and the World Bank. He openly declared that Africa doesn't need the World Bank, IMF, Europe, or America, signaling a radical shift towards self-sufficiency and financial independence. Many have drawn comparisons between Traore and Burkina Faso's legendary revolutionary leader, Thomas Sankara. Like Sankara, Traore has championed economic nationalism, prioritizing domestic industry and agriculture over foreign dependence. Sankara, often called Africa's Che Guevara, was known for his anti-imperialist stance, efforts to reduce reliance on Western aid, and policies aimed at making Burkina Faso self-sufficient. Traore is following in these footsteps. Since taking power, Burkina Faso's GDP has grown from $18.8 billion to $22.1 billion. He reduced salaries of ministers and parliamentarians by 30%, while increasing civil servant salaries by 50%. He paid off Burkina Faso's local debts, a rare feat for an African country. He banned the export of unprocessed gold, ensuring that Burkina Faso benefits from its natural resources instead of foreign corporations. He established Burkina Faso's first tomato processing plants, cutting reliance on imported food products. He is building the Ouagadougou-Donsane Airport, set to be completed in 2025, with a capacity to handle 1 million passengers annually. These actions resonate deeply with Africans who have long been frustrated by corrupt leaders who serve foreign interests while neglecting their people. One of Traore's most radical moves has been his aggressive push for decolonization. Alongside Mali's Assimi Goïta and Niger's Abdourahmane Tiani, he has expelled French military forces, shut down French-owned media outlets, and started nationalizing key industries. In many African nations, France still maintains strong economic and political influence, particularly through the CFA franc, a currency controlled by the French treasury. This system has been widely criticized for limiting economic independence and keeping former French colonies in a state of financial subjugation. Traore has rejected this system outright, cutting military and economic ties with France. His government banned French military operations in Burkina Faso and expelled all French troops from the country. He also prohibited French media channels such as RFI and France 24 from operating in Burkina Faso, arguing that they serve as propaganda tools for neo-colonial control. These moves have made him a hero to many Africans who believe that true independence can only be achieved by breaking away from Western economic and military influence. While many African leaders rely on IMF loans to stabilize their economies, Traore has focused on boosting local production. His government has invested heavily in agriculture, providing farmers with essential resources to increase production. Over 400 tractors, 239 tillers, 710 motor pumps, and 714 motorcycles have been distributed to farmers. Access to improved seeds and farm inputs has been expanded. Tomato production increased from 315,000 metric tons in 2022 to 360,000 metric tons in 2024. Millet production rose from 907,000 metric tons to 1.1 million metric tons. Rice production increased from 280,000 metric tons to 326,000 metric tons. These efforts have reduced Burkina Faso's reliance on imported food and increased local employment. Unlike many African leaders who prioritize foreign investments over domestic development, Traore has taken steps to build Burkina Faso's industrial capacity. He built the country's second cotton processing plant. Previously, Burkina Faso had only one. He inaugurated a state-of-the-art gold mine, ensuring that more of Burkina Faso's gold is refined locally rather than exported raw. He opened the first ever national support center for artisanal cotton processing to assist local farmers. His administration is constructing new roads and upgrading gravel roads to paved surfaces. The admiration for Ibrahim Traore is a stark contrast to the declining popularity of many other African leaders. In Kenya, President William Ruto has been ranked among the most corrupt African leaders, and his administration has faced widespread criticism for economic mismanagement. The fact that Kenyan citizens are painting Traore's image on public buses instead of their own president speaks volumes. Similarly, Ghana's former president Nana Akufo-Addo left office amid high inflation, a depreciating currency, and harsh IMF bailout conditions. Many Ghanaians hope that President John Mahama can follow Traore's example and prioritize the people's needs over foreign interests. Across Africa, leaders who have embraced Western-backed governance models are witnessing a shift in public sentiment. People are beginning to question whether democracy, as it currently exists in Africa, truly serves their interests. The overwhelming support for Traore suggests that many Africans are looking for leaders who take bold action, rather than those who simply follow Western prescriptions for governance. The rise of Captain Ibrahim Traore represents a turning point in African politics. His leadership style, marked by economic self-sufficiency, rejection of neo-colonial influence, and prioritization of national development, has inspired millions. Africans are tired of corruption, empty promises, and foreign exploitation. They are demanding leaders who take decisive action to improve their countries. Whether Traore's model of governance will become a template for other African nations remains to be seen. However, one thing is clear: a new wave of African leadership is emerging. And Ibrahim Traore is at the forefront of this revolution. As more Africans rally behind him, the question remains: will other leaders follow his example, or will they continue to serve foreign interests at the expense of their people? Only time will tell. The overwhelming support for Traore in Ghana, Kenya, and beyond is a wake-up call for other African leaders. Citizens are no longer content with corrupt politicians who serve foreign interests at the expense of their own people. They want bold, decisive, and patriotic leadership, qualities that Traore embodies. If other African leaders fail to heed this growing demand for genuine change, they risk being left behind in the wave of political transformation that is sweeping across the continent. The age of subservient, complacent, and corrupt leadership is coming to an end. A new era of African sovereignty, self-reliance, and people-centered governance has begun, and Captain Ibrahim Traore is leading the charge. Unlike many African presidents who prioritize relationships with Western powers over the welfare of their citizens, Traore has made it clear that his allegiance lies with the people of Burkina Faso. His policies reflect a commitment to self-reliance, national pride, and economic independence. His decision to reject Western aid and prioritize domestic investment is a stark contrast to leaders who plunge their countries into debt through IMF and World Bank loans. His emphasis on agriculture, industrialization, and economic nationalism is a direct challenge to the exploitative systems that have kept Africa underdeveloped for decades.